History and Emergence of Information Age by Leslie Ann Estolonio. 180. Book Parchment Codex. At the turn of the 1st century AD, a kind of folded parchment notebook called Pagillaris membrane in Latin became commonly used for writing in the Roman Empire. And 500 BC, papyrus roll was used. It was used not only for the production of books in roll or school form but also for correspondence and legal documents. 220 BC, Chinese small writing was developed. About 220 BC, the Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first to conquer the entire Chinese basin, so imposed several reforms, among them Latin characters and informations. So 105 AD, woodblock printing and paper was invented by the Chinese. Scientists date the origin of paper making back to ca. So 105 AD in China. Stone carving probably developed as the first printing technology, or stones were rubbed with a moist paper and ink created engraved calligraphy. So 1946, ENIAC computer was developed. Started in 1943, the ENIAC computing system was built by John Mauchly and Presper Eckert at the Moore School of Electrical Engineering of the University of Pennsylvania. Because of its electronic as opposed to electromechanical technology, it is over 100 times faster than other previous computer. So in 126, the first practical sound movie. Don Juan in 1926, the first major motion picture to premiere with a full-length synchronized soundtrack. Audio recording engineer George Grubbs, the first in the Hollywood to hold the job. So in 3000 BC, Sumerian writing system used pictographs to present word. It is considered the most significant among the many cultural contributions of the Sumerians and the greatest among those of the Sumerian city of Uruk, which advanced the writing of the cuneiforms in 2900 BC, beginning of Egyptian hieroglyphic writing. By the first dynasty around 2900 BC, the Egyptians have developed a simplified cursive script known as hieratic. This script was based on hieroglyphic, but this sign was generally simplified as the better suited to writing on a papyrus. And the next one is 940s, beginnings of information science as a discipline. The roots of the disciplines of information science lay in the three post-World War II developments, the Shannon Weaver Information Theory model, and the North-Birth Winner's conception of the science of cybernetics. And the next one was 1957, planar transistor was developed by Jean Hironi. So a radically new transistor design in which the oxide layer is left in the place on the silicon wafer to protect the sensitive p-n junction underneath. 1972 optical laser test. Kramer at Philips developed an analog system using a laser diode and reflective optical techniques that yielded a December 1972 joint public demonstration of a Philips video long play VL laser player with disc produced by MCA Music Corporation of America. 1971, Intel introduced the first microprocessor chip. The Intel 4004 is a 4-bit central processing unit, or CPU, released by the Intel Corporation in 971. In 958, the first integrated circuit. On September 12, 1958, Chuck Kelby, a TI engineer, invented the integrated circuit. It would revolutionize the electronics industry, helping make cell phones and computers widespread today. The next one is 1899, first magnetic recording were released. So in 1898, Nietzsche invented Valdemar Poulsen in 1969 or in 1942, recorded his voice by feeding a telephone microphone signal to an electromagnet that he moved along a steel piano wire. And 1902, a motion picture special effect. George Méliès, a magician turned filmmaker, introduced innovative special effects in the first real science fiction film, La Dans la Lune in 1902, aka A Trip to the Moon. So that would be all. Thank you for watching. This is Leslie Ann Baldosa, Estolonio.